windy day here in Devon, and welcome back to Farmer Talk, who'd like to introduce his new exciting format for the series called Tarmac Trails. Very simple idea really. Find a great road, great location, enjoy it, record it, maybe have a piece of cake, take some pictures and bring the whole experience to you guys. Pretty simple really. So if you fancy exploring Exmoor, discovering Dartmoor, or, and this is Farmer's favourite, having fish and chips in Lynmouth Harbour, this is the place to be. Starts with the A396, starts in Devon, goes up mainly through Somerset to Wedden Cross. Got up particularly early the other day, so early in fact I kept insisting that when I was in Somerset I was actually in Devon, which is going to wind up loads of people. Apologies for that. A small point, I forgot to mention that in an 8-mile section of this road there's about 90 proper bends. I think you'll find that's enough. So without further ado, here's the footage on a particularly cold bank holiday morning. Enjoy. Well, welcome to the Black Cat Garage as we head on to the A396. Welcome back to Farmer Talk. It's early, it's a bank holiday, it's 4 degrees. Oh, the pleasures of motorcycling. The idea of this morning, well, is to get out on the bike. The GS has been sulking due to my infatuation with the Speed Twin. She's a little over the top, I confess. But it doesn't take very long back on this thing to remember why I've got it. So 396, what's significant of that? 'Tis but a road. Well, yes, runs up the Exe Valley and locally and probably far away known as the Valley Road, although there's probably quite a few valley roads. But if you live in Devon, this is the Valley Road. And at the moment we're heading on towards Dulverton. As the sat-nav's just woken up. It's springtime and a bit early this year. The sun is just starting to peek through. It's a little bit hazy this morning. And the caravan there denotes, or reminds me, tight. There we go. Pardon me, that it is a bank holiday Monday in fact, which actually is one of the reasons I'm up early-ish. No, it was pretty early. 5:30 GMT. Exbridge. And there is a rather nice bridge by the pub. quite a nice place to go for a beverage and something to eat. But yeah, where was I? Rambling away as usual. Bit of a misty visor here. I like this road, it's enjoyable to ride, and the bit we've done so far is pleasant, and it just gets better from here. So the idea is to bring to you the pleasures of Devon. So here's the next couple of minutes of 396. You may have spotted there aren't many straight bits. It is just bend after bend. It's a little bit like, what does it remind me of? The B500, which is in Germany, very well known road. It's not as well surfaced as that. But it's utterly gorgeous to ride, and very difficult to learn. But actually, there's an example. There are two in particular, really tight hairpins, and I thought that was one of them. Better safe than sorry. River is over to my left, and there's one of them, and it just goes on and on and on. The peak. Farmer normally talks a bit more than this. This is such a challenge to ride. I hope you're probably enjoying the lack of intrusion by the pheasant. And another one. This is what's known as a straight. I mean, that was a straight. There's an example. River of water just across on a dry road. And the other hassle is gravel, which I can thoroughly recommend. It has really high grip properties and is barely a problem. This one is tight, if I recall. Oh, just a bit. Misting up visor. It is still 4 degrees. Mr. Sun, work please. It's such a great road to ride. Well, this was that touring earlier. He's frozen. He's got his hands cold. Could have stopped for a chat. Bridgetown. I guess this place is going to be a tad. Nobody's up at the moment. Everyone asleep, thinking, where did our long weekend go? Well, Bridgetown leads to Wedden Cross, I think, this morning. We'll nip up to Wedden Cross now, and then Dunkery is to the left. And we can have a look at that road. Is rather pretty and the sun's there, so we'll go that way. They really are satisfying bends. Trying to ride within my stopping distance, just about. It's only the beech trees out at the moment, or it looks like it. Mind you, everything's budding. Whee. Shut up again. Because can't think why. I can't remember or can't think of a road that takes more concentration. And then we break out of the valley and head on up the hill into the sunshine. 6 degrees, wow, heaven. "30 miles an hour. It would be interesting to get round that quicker." And there, well, you can't really see back down the valley. So Wedden Cross. On a lovely morning. Let's amble up to Dunkery. There's a road. Dunkery Beacon is the highest point of southwest, but not sure whether Dartmoor would be higher. I'm sure. Well, I'm fairly sure. But anyway, Exmoor, Dunkery Beacon is the highest point of Exmoor, and there's a rather nice road which will just head on over. You can see in the distance there, and there's so that was Wedden Cross, big sheep cattle market there. Wasn't built that long ago. Heart of Exmoor. Heart of Exmoor? Don't know who claimed to be the heart of Exmoor, but it's certainly full on more. Well, that hopefully gives you an idea of some of the roads that we have around here, and that would be just part of a loop. I mean, I could here carry on and go along to Exford on the 3224, but today we'll nip on up to Dunkery. Just wiggle through this slightly enclosed bit. Now from where we're heading, the road goes over the top, well, the top, not the top of Dunkery. It, thank you. And the view, so it might be quite good this morning. Depends on the haze. Can be quite hazy, but when it's clear, you see all up the Bristol Channel, all up that channel, and across to Wales. I nearly went into a very poor Welsh accent then. You won't tell with the cameras, these good old action cameras, GoPros and whatever, have too wide an angle to give you the sense of perspective. But whence there, I do have my, I've got my trusty RX-10 3 in the bag, in the rucksack, and when we're at the top here, I'll stop and make up for all the chat that I didn't add earlier. And we'll briefly discuss. Now there, can you see, there's a one of the paths that goes off the road and up towards the beacon. You can't see the beacon from here, it's just see to the first ridge. It's a great walk. Far too much exercise for farmer, of course. Oh, there's a few up. Well, I think we might have been there overnight, maybe. The gorse is out, which we like. Oh, it's sort of hazy. It's hazy, but it seems a nice haze, if there is such a thing. It's a nice haze over my visor all the way up the valley road as I was trying to show you the road, which you could see, and thinking, ooh, why did he take that line, or why did he take that? I've been fighting this blooming visor, and it must be something to do with the temperatures, 3-4 degrees that it was down there. Here we have 11. Hey. Stop waving my head around, sorry. I love this piece of road. It's, I mean, the views over, if I sit sideways, I wonder, this is how you fall off a bike. But there, can you see that? I've got my eyes going left, trying to give you a view straight into the sun, so probably all you can see is shadow. But if not, it might have worked. Farmer's eccentric photography. There's one or two laybys up here, so we'll see. Now that is up towards the Bristol Channel. That does look rather nice up there. In fact, it looks gorgeous. Where shall we stop? We shall stop just to the right here. I think what we'll do is turn the bike round so that it's really photogenic. Really, what, mate? How about that? Oh. Sort the gears out, please. Now that. There is a little breeze. Jolly good job there's no noisy motorcyclists around. Heavenly. Let me jump off. Now, I did say I would take a picky or two. So let's have a look. Well, there's a camera. What have we got? Rubbish. I don't know, what's the time? About 8 o'clock on a bank holiday Monday. Why don't people get up in the morning? Is something I just don't understand. Crazy. It is hard not to be impressed with this. And what I'll try and do, because I have I'll have a tripod here, which is, now this is never easy. Go one click on those stops. Quite like this carbon, Manfrotto carbon tripod, which is really light. It's not most stable, but it works for most situations. But more importantly, it's rucksackable. So here we go. So there. That was a... So let's get that to there. And pop that round there. And that comes out. Quick release. And then goes onto the camera. It's like an unboxing or something, isn't it? It's not. I'm not sure whether this will work. I think it'll be a wobbly video, but we'll try. Farmer will try. And this is not a fluid head of any description. But we'll. How can we work this? Yeah. We will do this again on a clear day, but even today there is an atmosphere to this. There is a... Let's come through here, so pan through the delights of North Somerset. I keep going about Devon, forgetting I'm in Somerset. Who put that bike there?